بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. به نام خداوند بخشنده و مهربان. دوستان، هموطنان گرامی، بزرگان محترم، جوانان بی نهایت عزیز، السلام علیکم. سپاس خداوند را به جا می‌آورم که بار دیگر به ما فرصت خدمت به شما عزیزان را عنایت کردند. قبل از آغاز برنامه امشب جا دارد که سلام‌های صمیمانه خود را مجدداً خدمت مهمانان عزیز که از راه دور تشریف آوردند تقدیم کنیم و از اینکه دعوت ما را قبول کردند و پذیرفتند تشکر کنیم. هموطنان عزیز، برنامه امشب به منظور تقدیر و تشکر از خدمات بیشمار و فداکاری‌های ارزشمند کانادا بر افغانستان عزیز ما گرفته شده است. لذا بدون تأخیر با اجازه شما عزیزان چند کلمه با همشهریان کانادایی ما هم میگوییم. Honorable ministers, distinguished guests, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir and good evening. First and foremost, I wish to extend my deepest gratitude to all of our men and women in uniform and their loved ones for their years of services and sacrifices to Afghanistan. Tonight's evening has been tailored to honor our Canadian heroes that have selflessly served this great nation of ours. When tyranny was at an all-time height, when evil dominated an entire civilization, when women were forbidden their God-given freedoms, when young girls and boys were deprived of their future, when a country was held back into the abyss of the Dark Age, when barbarians descended upon a free, peace-loving, sovereign nation with their disturbed version of Islam, when it is in fact the holy religion of Islam that teaches us, you shall not kill any person, for God has made life sacred. Surah 17, verses 33. To destroy one life is destroy all humanity. Surah number 5, verses 32. Mesdames et messieurs, as William Shakespeare once said, there is no darkness like ignorance. Grâce à vos nombreux efforts et sacrifices, nous avions pu nous libérer des grippes sauvages du mal. Votre courage, votre vaillance et service exemplaire est un modèle pour le monde turbulent d'aujourd'hui. When Afghanistan's progress was cloaked under the darkness of veil and burqas, you came to the call. When all hope was lost, you were the light at the end of that dark tunnel. Today, when the institutions of peace have been barely solidified, when the seeds of democracy have been barely planted, the departure of foreign troops and the increase of Taliban insurgencies is an unfortunate reminder of the darkness ahead. As Afghans put behind a decade of corruption and rule of narco-terrorism, we look to the future with careful optimism and calculated pessimism. It is indeed a grotesque sign of disrespect, an abhorrent act against humanity, when savage barbarians that sacked, pillaged, spilled the blood of millions of innocent Afghans are today either sitting in the country's Senate or freely enjoying absolute freedom with impunity. When a country adopts law to preclude prosecution of any type of criminal acts that were committed during wartime, people who were responsible for crimes against humanity and genocide, the very belief and ideals of a country is jeopardized. From Southeast Asia to Latin America, every nation's name can be directly associated to its habitant, such as Kazakhstan, land of the Kazakhs, Tajikistan, land of the Tajiks, Pakistan, and so on, and so on, and so forth. We are truly blessed to live in this great home, for Canada is the only country in the world where its name is not associated to a distinct race or people. And while our heart goes to the families of the fallen Canadians, let us remember that Canada, as a beacon of peace and stability in today's turbulent world, has a sacred task to not let years of hard work and countless sacrifices go in vain. Chers amis et concitoyens, en tant que Canadiens, We owe it to our men and women in uniform that have selflessly served this great nation of ours by delivering peace in a land that had been deprived of it for so long. With their blood, their tears, and sweat. We owe to them, their families, to humanity to not let go. As a 17th century philosopher Edmund Burke once said, "The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing." As Afghans across the world patiently await the results of this historic presidential election, with one united voice, we ask the future president of Afghanistan to instill the very ideals that our founding fathers have fought and bled for: democracy, liberty, opportunity, and unyielding hope. And so as we celebrate these remarkable Canadians for their years of service to Afghanistan, let us send a clear message to those tyrants that enough is enough. The free, peace-loving people of Afghanistan are tired of war and violence and hypocrisy. And to our surrounding neighbors, we say that the people of Afghanistan demand its territorial sovereignty to be respected. Only respect begets respect. Merci. Thank you. At this point, it is my great honor and privilege to call upon our guest of honor. He is a remarkable human being. His personality is an embodiment of a true Canadian, caring, generous, and genuinely sympathetic to the Afghan crisis. He is a father, a husband, a father of two, scholar, an author, and now Minister of Immigration and Citizenship with the current federal government. With over 18 years of services to this great country, please join me in standing and giving a big round of applause to the Honorable Christopher Alexander.
Thank you very much, Ali. And let's give him another round of applause for that speech, because I'm so... taken away. I mean, we in the House of Commons and in other political contexts usually have tough acts to often have tough acts to follow, but that was a really tough one. That makes it a really tough one.